All right, baby. So it is Thursday, May 1st. I am 5 weeks out from my show on Saturday, right? I just linked up with my guy right here, Josh Ortiz, about 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, 3 weeks.
Right? I trained with my guy Bam. He trained him, and all of a sudden I found out that this guy knows the world of knowledge. What's your experience? Like, what have you done in the past?
Oh man, I've been in the game for about 15 years in the fitness industry. Anywhere from I've done powerlifting first, bodybuilding, went to strongman recently, and also doing sumo wrestling as the latest hobby.
Yeah, and all I know is he pushes my ass like fuck, and we're gonna get after it. Let's go.
Sir. Right now we're going over the Camber barred incline press. So if you ever think about when you're doing, trying to get more muscle recruitment in your pecs, the limiting factor is the bar itself usually when you're benching. So of course you can see here that it's cambered as he pulls up and comes down. Now his hands can go further. He's stretching his pecs to the max and he presses through. So now he's able to get more pecs. Getting that pec minor, we want to develop that upper part of that chest so he's pressing out and away, keeping that good back pressure into the pad. But the main thing you want to use this bar, especially if you have mounted on a barbell, is getting that increased range of motion from the bar itself. Good. Yep, getting lower and lower. So stretch, 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 and press. Good. Last. Good. Thank you guys.
That shit gets the blood flowing in the chesticles. Training for a show, right? Obviously 5 weeks out. How many days a week should I be training? Like what do you think?
Again, borderline what your body is tolerating and how good your recovery is going for.
Yeah.
Of course, as you think about like landing the plane, as you start getting closer to the show, you gotta ease up a little bit. You don't want to risk injury. So again, you have to really be in tune with like how sore are you recovering fully, whether your sleep's in order, your nutrition and training, you got to make it all match up.
So at 5 weeks out right now, that I should be training like 6 days a week.
I mean, again, if you're feeling like optimal, like you're feeling fresh and new and not in pain, then yeah.
So 5 days?
5 days.
5 days. I won't push it. I can't feel my face.
Come on. Breathe in, open up that chest, and out. Right, pull, get that stretch. Get that stretch, last one. And press.
Oh, fuck.
Gets really spicy.
I'll be honest, my upper chest is one of the hardest areas to develop. And I've been working on it over the years. It's gotten much better, shape of it.
Yep.
But like now, I don't even do like flat motions anymore.
Yeah.
Like I feel like it's pointless almost.
Yeah.
Like I don't get any.
You have a developed chest, but you want to make sure that, and especially in your field, that's the thing you want to work on. That's the thing you want to bring out. So just hammer it down. Yeah. Hammer like whatever your main focus is. That's what you should hammer first in your lift. For in my opinion, for everybody, is again if you're targeting a body part that you want to bring up. Again, for him, we want to bring out the pec minor, most of that chest, so he gives that look when he does that. His pose, then hammer the incline first, get the most out of it.
And I tell people all the time, right? Whether you're a bodybuilder, whether you're lifestyle, you're trying to get in shape, right? You need a program, you need somebody who's watching you and guiding you because you're never going to push yourself the way someone else can push you, right? It's the same thing, like top athletes have coaches for a reason. Right, so a general, the normal public to think that they don't need any sort of guidance, that they can do it on their own, it's like, yes, you can, right? You can also, climb Machu Picchu by yourself, but is that smart? You know what I mean? Like, what's gonna be more efficient, going with a tour guide who's done it every single day, or by yourself? Yeah. You get my point. So work smarter, not harder. Let's sit in the house. Up. Oh, fuck. And that's only the first exercise. That should have me on fire. It's like the way you get that stretch when you like really reach your arm back and then press. I mean, I feel way more burning on this exercise than I do doing any exercise myself. What I noticed about like today's generation,
what?
They do way more posing than training. Do you notice that?
Yeah. A lot of it, I think, is some of that egocentrism, social media that want to be a part, that FOMO, kind of fear of missing out, participating in that lifestyle.
Yeah.
Because it's often that, you only see it through that vacuum, right?
It's true, it's true.
Phone, they just see like the best, and they don't understand what comes with it. And I think a lot of them, especially when you see it when they're trying to get their first cuts and veins and everything. They want to, you know, keep seeing it. They want to see it every day. And I get it. It's motivating, and that's fine.
It's true.
You know.
But I know, like, I know a lot of times when you go to the gym, you know, freaking the same gyms, you see the same people. I'm like, yo, if you just took like another, you know, you focus like 10% less on flexing and like train harder, those cuts will come much faster, you know?
We're doing the max pump decline flies. I want a nice 1 second contraction at the bottom of every rep. So almost treat it like you're doing like the most muscular, like the bodybuilding pose. Yeah. 2. Good. Breathe in, let all the air out, and squeeze. Perfect. Yes, sir. Looks good. 4. Good.
Oh, man.
Yeah, the harder thing with dealing with, especially the new generation, the new tripod, everywhere. I just think there need to be people just advocating for more etiquette on it. Like, you know, like, hey, try not to have it on a machine, have it out the way, or don't have it so far away. Some people have like 20 feet away and expect everyone to not cross this 20-foot range.
Yeah.
You know, I think it's ridiculous.
And so, a lot of editors, because obviously I watch stuff on online, they talk about the focal lengths you should record from. And so in gym videos, it's true. Some people want to get close up, right? Then you want to get that mid-range shot, then you want to get that deep shot to capture a more dynamic image. And it's true if the gym is empty, you know? There's people walking around and whatnot, you know what I'm saying? You got your camera 20 yards away, like expecting nobody to go in the frame. It was kind of crazy.
Like we all know, like the hours are like 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. is like prime time in almost every gym. And then you want to try to do that then at that moment, like that's like ridiculous. I think it's unreasonable.
Yeah. I think also too, if you're trying to do something, if you're trying to take it to the next level, you should also just find the times of the gym that it's not packed, right? Like you go at night, but I'm talking about after hours, or you go early in the morning. You get my point. Yeah. Right past rush hour, it's kind of just like there's no.
Right back down. Down.
All right. Basic question. What separates winners from losers? What do you think is like the? All right, no, seriously, right? All of us are in this game. We're training. Everybody has their routines, their philosophies, their focuses, right? But what do you think like the 1 or 2 main things is that separates people who win from people who lose?
I think your tenacity towards your goal. You know, I think like some people, even pros, I've seen pros slip. I've seen everyone slip at these moments where something cracks or breaks them. I think it's that will to fight for that goal. Right? So even if you have a regular client that one's trying to show for the first time, it's literally that will, that fighting desire to like keep going forward in spite of how much it hurts, how much they're hungry, you know, how much their life is giving them bullshit, you know, like I think it's that tenacity within them that's the difference.
Yeah, I would say, I'll be honest with you, I mean, and this is just a real thing, right? I would say there's guys that have the old school mentality, which is like David Goggins, right? Fuck this, no bitch shit, get it done no matter what, doesn't matter your feelings or whatever, right? And then there's this whole like, I call it like the soft man era, right? Where it's like everybody needs to be in tune with their feelings, and it's like if you feel a certain way on a certain day, you should manage your energy. I feel like people who float in that camp, it might be good for your mental health overall. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. In terms of winning though, I don't think that that's like a winning mindset, because oftentimes you'll put roadblocks in front of you that don't need to be put there because you're saying, oh, I need this space for some sort of clarity, you know? When it's like, no, there's a timeline, it's finite, you need to fucking work. You know what I'm saying?
That's where they merge, right? Like when do we pump the brakes? Like we also know how unhealthy that mentality can be for some individuals, where they just drive themselves insane for this purpose. We all heard stories of like bodybuilders that have gone crazy on it, whether their relationships suffer, whether their wife, their kids, their work, you know people that lost their job because they were so driven. So I think like that healthy balance, of course we don't know where that's at, but I do agree that we don't want to come to a point where we're self-victimizing ourselves every day, trying to coddle our own selves when we need to work.
Yeah, I think one of the biggest reasons I decided to hire a trainer for myself literally is because he pushes me harder than I can push myself in these last couple weeks, right? So for example, the first exercise My chest was on fire. Even on that last one, I wouldn't have done the pump set after the 4th set. He's making sure that I contract on every rep. And like right now, even after 2 exercises, you know, I feel more pump, more inflation than I would feel if I was by myself trying to kind of go through the motions, you know? I could be more efficient too. At this point during your prep, you only want to be training for about an hour at most, right? An hour and 10 minutes, like, and that's if you're, you know, gassing it to the max. You don't want to be in the gym hour and a half, 2 hours, right? There's no, at that point, you're just running yourself into the ground, you know what I mean? So after that next set, after that last exercise, I feel great. See what he has next, because he always coming up with some shit. He always coming up with some crazy shit. It hurts, but it hurts real good.
So we're starting with tricep pushdown. So I want your grip to be about shoulders width. Good. So
This bar is fat as hell.
yes, sir. What you're gonna do is you're gonna pull the elbows in. Good. So rise up. So right now, I want the most range of motion out the elbow, so go up as high as you can. Good. From there, you're gonna press down into it. Good. Three. Breathe in, breathe out. 4. Yep. Perfect. 5. So you want to make sure you keep closing that gap. There you go, in that elbow. Keep going, keep going. I'm gonna get that squeeze at the bottom. 3. Hold it for a second. Hold. 2. And come on. Squeeze, hold. Good. A little longer. Nice. Good.
I get awesome training sessions, man. I appreciate it.
Always, man.
Like, I knew it was a good investment when I did it, but it's more, every time I train with you, I'm like
yeah.
this is a smart fucking idea, you know? I feel like a lot of times people are just competing to compete, not competing to win, right? Like you see them making excuses just flat out. It's like they're doing something, but they're cutting corners and things like that. I'm like, bro, if you're doing that, it's like, there's people out there that are doing it the right way. Yes, you're gonna compete, but you're not gonna be competitive.
Right now we're doing a flat bench chest flies. So as Apollo comes up, I want him to scoot up as high as he can so I can help him out with the spot. Now what we want to aim for here, again, I want to make sure that his dumbbells are above the chest, not his face. He's pulling in, retracting his shoulder blades, getting a deep stretch. And what we're trying to do to help accentuate that, grab his pinkies in a little as he comes up to the top. So you notice as I go to press into his pecs, I want to make sure that he's staying tight and flexing throughout. So unfortunately, when it comes to dumbbells, the gravity's on the outside. When you start getting more closer, you want to make sure you're constantly flexing your pecs through that motion. If not, you're going to lose tension. So right now, I'm trying to hold him accountable to that tension by pressing into his pecs, making sure that they're firm all the way through. So breathe in and let it out, and then squeeze into the pecs. Good. And if you are helping out a partner of yours spotting them, make sure, again, a lot of people, my recommendation is always either spotting through the elbows lightly. Some people don't like that. You can also do it through the wrist by holding on. But I don't like to stay next to the dumbbell, so I always go through the elbows and then squeeze through. Breathe in, stretch, and squeeze. So if your fingers go through, if you're poking through your partner's chest and it relaxes and it goes in, that means they're not holding tension. You want to keep that tension throughout the chest fly. If it dives in, then they're relaxed. They're not getting much out of that chest fly.
Oh, you good, brother? I got these last two.
Sure.
Yeah, absolutely. I appreciate you, man.
Yes,
Thank you. Just finished banging an awesome push day. And the one thing I say is, did I earn my cereal today? I still have cereal in my plan at 5 weeks out. I don't know when he's gonna cut it, but I still get it now. And today, we have some cinnamon toast crunch. And Josh trained me, so I definitely earned my cereal today. Let's go. Typically, I pack my own protein shakes, but I didn't today, so grabbing 2 lean bodies, 80 grams of protein. That's where the magic happens right here. 100 grams of carbs from Cinnamon Toast Crunch, baby. It's my favorite part of the day, post-workout. Cereal, I've had an obsession with cereal since I was a kid. It's like my favorite thing ever. Even for a cheat meal, like I'll be home at night, you know, during the off season, you know, regular life. I eat a whole box of Fruity Pebbles. It's like a whole box goes down, one sitting. I just get the salad bowl and just dump the whole box into the bowl and just go for it. So good. A day in the life training edition. We just hit an awesome push day. Listen, trying to give you guys a little insight into how I live training into this competition and the lifestyle. I hope you guys enjoy. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel, and also follow me at The Story of Apollo on Instagram. Let's keep this journey going, baby. Take it easy.